Brutalist towers lean overhead like broken teeth, their flanks black with saltpeter damp, while the distant pulse of the Undying Pile throbs beneath the bile-yellow sky.
Crush through the saltpeter crawler pack and hold the outer cordon, saltpeter. Your operator swings the heavy isotope rod in a wide irradiated arc. 3 saltpeter crawlers scatter and burn under the cleave. Fallout aura pulsing green death across the damp concrete. All 3 crawlers are cooked before they can skitter past 40 meters. The outer cordon holds, but slag warden units are clanking through the saltpeter fog ahead, and a concrete specter flickers at the edge of sensor range. Strike through the slag warden pack and hold the outer cordon, saltpeter. You drive the heavy isotope rod through the slag warden cluster in a wide solar arc. Irradiated energy shears through all 3 simultaneously, fallout aura cooking their chassis from the inside while your cleave strips plating. Two wardens drop sparking into the black damp concrete. The third staggers, cracked open, barely holding. The concrete specter drifts closer from the north but stays outside striking range. You hold the perimeter. Strike slag warden at 18 meters and keep pressing the objective. You drive the heavy isotope rod in a brutal downward arc. The last slag warden's plating buckles and detonates in a slag yellow burst, its chassis folding into the cracked concrete. Fallout aura bleeds radiation outward. The concrete specter at 68 meters flickers as stray isotope wash erodes its phase matrix. The outer cordon perimeter is yours. Saltpeter gate neutralized. Push hard to sub-level 4 maintenance core and crush anything in the way. Your operator surges forward off the saltpeter gate rubble, heavy isotope rod swinging wide as the concrete specter drifts into the path. High-voltage lead pipe flail pulses rip through its phase matrix, grounding it hard into the cracked concrete where fallout aura finishes the job. The cordon clears. Now the Rad-Monk pushes south into the flooded approach corridor, boots splashing through ankle-deep irradiated runoff as the first drowned sublevel comes into range. Push hard to sub-level 4 maintenance core and strike anything in the way. Push hard to sub-level 4 maintenance core and strike anything in the way. Your operator surges northeast through knee-deep irradiated runoff, fallout or a pulsing sickly green as the reactor hound lunges from the left flank. The heavy isotope rod catches it mid-leap with a devastating solar arc, irradiating it mid-air and dropping it hard into the flooded concrete. Push hard to sub-level 4 maintenance the two saltwater sump leeches ahead sense the movement and unmaintained score and strike anything in the way. Strike saltwater sump leech X2 at 38 meters and push forward hard. Your operator surges northeast through knee-deep irradiated strikes saltwater sump leech X. You swing the heavy isotope rod in a wide irradiated arc across the chest-deep black water. Solar energy shears through both sump leeches in a single devastating cleave. Their bioluminescent sacs rupturing in gouts of green slime. Fallout aura bleeds residual rads into the flood, finishing what the arc started. You wade forward hard, crumbling columns streaming past as you push deeper into the drain corridor. Push hard to You drive the Rad-Monk hard through the black floodwater. Heavy isotope rod blazing, the three saltwater get caught in a sweeping arc of solar radiation and detached, screaming into green slag. Two reactor hounds charge your flank. Fallout aura detonates across their irradiated hides and the rod's backswing drops them both in the surge. You're closing fast on sublevel. Strike saltwater sump leach X2 at 55 meters and keep pressing the objective. You hurl the heavy isotope rod in a wide solar arc. At 55 meters, it's at the edge of its close range sweet spot. But the fallout aura bleeds radiation forward and the arc catches both sump leaches midway, dissolving them into glowing slick. The lone reactor hound at 70 meters gets scorched by residual radiation bleed and bolts. Strike reactor hound at 38 meters and keep your operator surges forward through the floodwater. Heavy isotope rod swinging in a wide solar arc that catches the fleeing reactor hound square across its flanks. The beast detonates in a burst of irradiated steam, fur scorched to carbon. Fallout aura pulses outward as the Rad-Monk presses the cathedral district and incinerate anything in the way. Your operator surges forward through the flooded corridor, heavy isotope rod blazing as fallout aura scorches the last twitching contacts into still water. The path northeast toward the factory cathedral is open. No resistance yet. Just crumbling concrete in the distance. sound of chanting echoing through irradiated ducts. Peter crawler X2 at 70 meters and keep pressing the objective. You swing the heavy isotope rod in a wide solar arc. At 70 meters, it's barely in range, but the fallout aura bleeds forward and the crawler skips into the edge of the cleave, catching scorching isotope fire. Both dissolve into glowing slag against incinerate through the irradiated penetrant X4 wave pack and hold factory cathedral district. Incinerate through the saltpeter crawler X4 pack and hold factory cathedral district. You swing the heavy isotope rod in a brutal solar arc through the saltpeter crawler pack. Fallout aura has already blistered the carapaces, and the cleave shatters all four in a cascade of cracking chitin and green vapor. The cathedral nave is yours. Smoke choked and glowing, but wave-beat penitents are still charging through the transept rubble, and the two slag wardens are closing fast. Incinerate irradiated penitent X4 wave B at 42 meters and keep pressing the objective. You sweep the heavy isotope rod in a wide solar arc. Fallout aura bleeds radiation into wave B as the cleave hits all four penitents simultaneously. The glowing bodies rupturing before they come close to detonation range. The slag wardens take splash heat and rattle forward. Plating scorched, but still active at 44 meters. Incinerate slag warden X2 at 38 meters and keep pressing the objective. Your fallout aura bleeds radiation into the two slag wardens as you close the gap. At 38 meters, the heavy isotope rod is still marginal against armored units, but your graphite block bash strips their plating as you crash through shattered fused slabs. Then the rod's solar arc finishes what's exposed. Both wardens collapse in showers of cracked ceramic plating and scorched circuitry. Push hard to reactor gate plaza, sector 9 and incinerate anything in the way. You drive north through shattered nave corridors, ash still swirling in your wake. A pair of saltpeter crawlers skitter out of a collapsed side chapel. Your fallout aura chars them before they close, and the heavy isotope rod sweeps the stragglers into cinders. Reactor gate plaza is close now. You can taste the ozone. Sweep reactor gate, plaza. Sector 9 for stragglers and lock it down. You sweep the cracked plaza perimeter. No stragglers surface. Just settling ash and the hiss of coolant bleeding from fractured conduit. Your fallout aura pulses outward in a slow green corona, irradiating dead corners and confirming no crawlers survived the glow. The plaza is locked down, Rad-Monk. The gate stands sealed and waiting for the Inquisitor's reckoning. Focus everything on the slab Inquisitor. Trigger core radiation leak. Blast it and finish the kill. You force the core flare. The Rad-Monk's chest cavity cracks open and a column of raw solar radiation erupts outward, bathing the plaza in killing light. The heavy isotope rod swings in wide devastation arcs directly into the slab Inquisitor's exposed concrete plating, doubling radiation output, burning through its layered armor and into its mechanical core. The massive enforcement mech staggers, joints seizing as superheated radiation melts its core housing. It collapses with a grinding concussive crash that shakes the blast gate foundations. Focus everything on the blessed meltdown. Sister Vergift. Trigger core radiation leak. Strike it and finish the kill. You slam core radiation leak into overdrive. The monk's chest cavity splits open, venting a blinding solar column that bathes the entire plaza in lethal rad fire. The three irradiated penitents flanking the gift of flash cook mid-charge, detonating harmlessly in the air before they reach you. Sister Vergift takes the full brunt of the heavy isotope rod's overcharged cleave arc. You drive it through her irradiated cassock and into her meltdown core, and the abyss detonates in a cataclysmic radiation burst that scorches the blast gate seals black and shears them off their hinges. Mission complete. Adrenaline standing down. Outstanding work, operator.